sorry. Last night when I was saying bye to everybody, I was like, okay, tomorrow we're doing beef stew. It's not beef stew. It's, I mean, it's not enchilada soup. It's beef stew. Tomorrow is enchilada soup. So I am sorry if many of you guys came for the enchilada soup. How about a beef stew? Okay, let's go. I gotta tell a couple people I missed. Penny was asking for a link for the Venmo. I didn't. One of my mods didn't see it. For Queen K, thank you for blessing the gifted membership. Steph, thank you last night for blessing gift memberships. There were people that I didn't get to thank. I just didn't see them. So I wanted to make sure I started with that. Also, Dynamite blessed us with ice trays. So thank you for that. And then also, I want to just explain something really quick. Hey, Cheese. Some of my mods are mods. There's a good chunk of my mods that aren't mods. They're just family. They're my mom, my daughter, my son is the only one. My son and my daughter-in-law are the only two that are blue that have links to drop stuff. So if you guys see a couple extras, those are actually family. So I just don't, I feel bad because I was like, people are probably wondering if you got 3 mods here, why doesn't somebody drop this? And probably it's because my daughter doesn't have access to them. I had never sent it to her. My niece doesn't have it. My nephew doesn't have it. I have got people that are family members that aren't really mods. But that's why I have, it may look like my whole chat is blue. I have mods that do modding that look at names and know these names are doxing somebody. I have people that come in. My mods are ones that have, I usually send out my links to all of what we have, like the channel, the sharing our merchandise, all that stuff. See, like my mom doesn't know, like she doesn't have the links to do the merchandise and all that, but she's blue. So she welcomes the people. She reminds them to hit the like. I just want to explain for some people that see the blue and are like, hello, can you do something? It's like some people don't have the means to do it. They're blue because she's my mom and she has a seniority. So she's my mom. She doesn't have the means to do it, but she's still has her blue dress. So anywho, let's get cooking. I'm excited for beef stew because, well, 2 things. One, if anybody's ever tried it, some people have beef stew on mashed potatoes or beef stew on white rice. I've never had it like that. I know some people. Actually, I've had vegetable soup on white rice. Like if you got a can of vegetable soup from the store, like a Campbell's, you put it on your like white rice. It's really good. But I was like, so I think one of my girlfriends, I was telling her that I was making beef stew, and she goes, "Are you making the beef stew on white rice?" And I'm like, "No. I mean, I've never had that." And she's like, "It's so good." And I'm like, I gotta try it. So before I tell you, Queen Swags, thank you everybody. Thank you, Cheese. K Braze. Sorry about that, honey. I want to tell you that apparently try it. My stew's great. Whether it's got bread, crackers. I usually eat mine with crackers. My crackers that are always cracked, the ones I bought for. That's why we decided to make the stew because we had all those crushed crackers. Okay, I have 1 pound of. Joe, do you remember what kind of meat it was?
What, I got it was sirloin. It was sirloin. No. Yeah.
Beef round sirloin tips.
It was.
Y'all know we ain't buying no ribeye and stuff like that to make in beef stew. So.
The sirloin tip.
Okay.
Roast or something like that.
There's the meat, and I'm gonna. What I do is I put my spices and my flour on here first, and then hey, Daddy, could you do this for me, or do you want to do this part, or are you gonna be in charge of doing the stove?
What do you need me to do? I will do anything you want.
Ay, mi amor. Okay, come on over. And you're gonna throw three good splashes of the Worcestershire. And,
3 good splashes of Worcestershire.
I'm gonna give you I'm gonna get some water.
Worcestershire.
You know how they say it?
Oh, that's no splashes. I was gonna like go splash, splash, splash. with no top on it.
Thank you for checking.
1, 2, 3.
I would say, I want to say a quarter cup of your flour, but my main thing is make sure your flour is seasoned. So if it takes, if it takes more than a quarter cup, or you know what I mean, then do that. Don't do it. I mean, I start with a quarter, but okay, I have a half a cup right here that I start with, but I want to show you what I do with it. I have my Worcestershire on it, but on here, I season my flour before I throw it in there because I want it to coat the meat with the flavors. You good? Onion powder, 1 teaspoon. Here, baby, I'll give them to you. Garlic powder. Do you see it somewhere?
Right there, you're pointing at it.
Oh, thank you. Garlic powder, onion powder. And I'm going to be doing some other stuff, but right now we're seasoning our meat. And I was going to put this in it because of you.
All right.
And salt and pepper. And then do it your salt and pepper to taste. So if you guys are like cutting back on sodium, then don't do the salt and just do the pepper. I don't put any packets of anything. I know some people put gravy packets, beef gravy or Lipton onion packets. Ours is completely, the spices you put in it are what you're having. Okay, now just grab a whisk and mix your flour up before you throw it onto your. I know Joe usually sees me when the bowl of stew is done. You have no idea how to do it.
This is all new.
This is so cool, doesn't it? Does it seem like it from what you eat? Does it's like, man, that's good.
Right? I don't have no idea.
Well, how does it turn out? My question.
It turns out great.
So now that you're doing the work, you're going, that's why it tastes so good. Honey, you put your hat on.
I did. Okay, there's
Got
that.
it?
Yep.
Okay, throw it onto your, and this part you're gonna have to either use your hands or rubber glove it or something.
Half of it?
Well, do a good chunk. That's good.
Okay.
Because this is a half a cup. So if just
My
make
hands are
sure clean hands. We started the live before. Washed hands. We usually have everything. We're wiping down counters and stuff. And you want to massage it in there. You don't want to just lightly coat it. I'll get the stove ready for you, baby.
All right.
And it's just oil. I'm not going to put onion in here. I'm doing just oil into my pan because I'm going to do the. Oh, I see it. Because I'm going to do the onion, garlic, and celery separate.
How's that looking? Is that enough, or you need more?
Yeah, just make sure you're squeezing it on so it's not.
Squeezing it.
I'm going to punch
Squeezing.
you.
We're squeezing.
Squeeze.
We're squeezing.
Is it good?
You got your Bluetooth off and everything?
Yeah, I got to turn it off right now. My AirPods are put away, so. Okay, go ahead and throw it. I have about a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of oil into the pan.
2 tablespoons of oil are in the pan. Mm-hmm. We are squeezed, and then we're dumping in.
Yep, we're gonna put it in. My pan's hot. It's not getting hot. It's hot. The grease and oil in here is very hot. I'm not gonna have to wait for it to get up to. I want it to sear. I'm gonna move you over here, and then you can come on over.
All right.
You guys, this honestly, once you get all of your stuff set up, the easiest part is just like going through the motion of it. Okay. We had an ear of corn. Go ahead, throw daddy. Damn, who put that low? Don't put it in here. I'm waiting.
That's why I only put one in, because I'm going, why is it low?
I don't know. Why is it low?
It wasn't even on.
No, I did it as soon as we started.
Oh.
Oh, I did because I started smelling it.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, the pan's burning. We had an ear of corn in the fridge. Y'all know I don't dump anything. So I took it off of the ear of corn. You can use an ear of corn. You can use frozen. My suggestion to you is if you're going to use frozen, sit it on the counter, put it in the microwave. For me personally, I would rather you not throw basically ice cubes into your pan of broth or chicken or of your soup. You're going to get some dilution from the ice crystals. You're basically putting in, and you're bringing the temperature down. You got to wait for it to thicken up. Warm up this in your microwave or put it on your counter for room temperature. All right, go ahead.
I think we're good.
Yep. And you just want to, you want to put them in carefully.
Okay, there you go.
I love you. It's okay because this is a tedious part. So you see, we're just gonna make sure that we're not throwing it around. We don't want this to have any water in it the way it did last night. We're gonna make sure that it's getting toasted. And this is where Joe's gonna look at. Let me show you right now. This is just one piece we started with. It's already browned. That's your flavoring right. Oops, right there. Was that the one that you threw in?
Yeah, probably the one.
And you can do, I know some people make their beef stew huge. This is going to be your little job. Grab this and your fingers. Whoa. I was like, why did I just feel like scaly hands? See, guys, it makes a difference. I'm telling you, it makes a difference. You don't have to add so much. Well, let me just say this. You don't have to add packets of Lipton's onion flavor or beef gravy because you're making your own flavor. You don't want to just toss it around because this meat right here being tossed around you want to ensure. Let me just say that. You want to ensure. Thank you, baby. And I'm going to start doing a couple other things. Again, anybody coming in, thank you all for last night. It was a monumental night for us. It was a memorable night for us.
Super amazing.
We are truly blessed for you guys to come in, celebrate, to come in so we can say thank you personally. But aside from that, you guys, it truly was, I don't know. I got chills. Y'all, I know I'm a big baby, but I don't care. I don't care who thinks I'm a baby because I am a baby. There was one time when this person right here was not a nice person. When I was in my high school years, in my 20s, I had a coming of the Lord and deciding, do I want to be nice or do I want to be mean? And I don't want to be. The thing is, like, I know that in my head, I'm like, well, my first husband beat me up, or my first, my high school, my elementary years, there was, obviously, some of you guys have heard the story about how I had to sit on the floor. It's just whatever. But that doesn't mean that I have to be mean today. You know what I mean? Like, I had the opportunity to change the view of how I was going to view life and the world. Regardless if they aren't used to seeing round people, what does that have to do with the lady that I met when I was 35 years old? You know what I mean? She deserved a nice person. She didn't deserve to go through whatever. So I just want you to know, like, I don't care if I cry. I cry about a lot of things these days. I used to not cry because I would be too busy going like, it don't hurt me. I'm a big, brave woman. That's not even cute. You gotta make sure, you gotta check it every once in a while, baby, to make sure that it's not froze. Because when we get close, sometimes it does. I'm gonna use beef concentrate, and then also it's like a beef stock and also tomato paste I'm going to put in there. Once that, and we don't need that all the way done, guys, because it's going to be put in the liquid and it's going to be cooked later. So I'm going to take those out in a minute, and I'm going to throw my vegetables in as soon as I can get a bowl. All right, you can put them in there and you get a chance.
These are done?
Yep.
Brown?
Yep.
Just browned nicely?
Yep. Look at her, Quinta.
Oh.
You need to help you though?
Nope, I got it.
Ay, cabrón. This man likes to do things independently. He's almost like a mitten. Okay,
right.
From here, we're going to make sure you use your same pan, you guys, because if you don't use your same pan, you're going to lose the flavors that are sitting right there. All that right there is why we use a pan big enough, because it's going to build up from this pan. So I've got a half of onion. If you don't like onion, my suggestion to you is put it in an emulsifier, a Ninja, to make it into tiny little smithereens. But you definitely want to put the onion in it. It does taste good. You can put onion powder, but I mean, it just does a little different. And I'm putting celery. Most of you can put as much A little, or I would use a different spoon, baby. Baby. Please, my God, in heaven.
Give me something.
You're gonna get.
Give me those other tongs.
How about no? Don't use that. I'm looking for my wooden spoon. You guys, you want to make sure that you How was I just gonna tell them about? Oh, a lot of soups, whether it be like any soups, start with usually a celery, onion, and garlic base, and then you go up from there. Just keep that in mind if you're ever gonna experiment with a soup, because you're starting with a base of where your flavors are. 1 tablespoon of garlic, which is probably equivalent to 2 garlic cloves, or
But yeah, it's something like that.
let's see if I can see.
I would say 2, medium to small garlic cloves is about one teaspoon of already minced stuff.
And you want to have a medium height. Let me show them even that thing on your damn shoulder. Because you love it there.
Yeah.
We need to get you an apron so that way you can tuck it in.
There you go.
See that stuff floating around? That's the stuff that was on the bottom of the pan. That was basically the meat.
Get back up.
So I wanted you guys to see that. That stuff is actually what we want. Let me lower you guys right there.
There you go.
All right, there you go, Sugar Bear.
Thank you.
I'll put the garlic up. I put my carrots and my corn. I know some people don't even put corn. They put just carrots and potatoes. I like it to be, as, what's the word? I like it to be what I want it to be. That makes sense to you guys? I want it to be up to me. That's what I'm trying to say. Like and you want your
Make
fire
your
low.
own decisions.
You want fire low because your onions or your garlic will burn. So by choice, you lower it. And you can either put raw potatoes in. It's just going to lengthen your time, you guys. I usually do parboiled potatoes, so that way I can put them in there, and it's not going to take 5 hours. So I usually have them done or started by the time I'm doing this. I want this at least 50%, so when it goes in here. Okay, where are we at with this?
We're getting there. It's a little low, I think.
Yeah, put
Crank
it a little
up
higher
bit,
so you
yeah.
can. And I'm
So
trying to
saute these
get
babies.
my onions
Translucent.
Is that the same
Translucent.
thing as transparent? Let me say hi to my people.
Kind of, yeah.
What we're gonna put in next is gonna be
Transparent's
these
like
two
completely
things.
transparent.
We're gonna put in beef stock and in there, but we're waiting for those to get ready. I'm gonna put these in once I've got my broth in it. That make sense to you? That's on high, right?
Yeah.
Good, Papa's. Okay, the potatoes will probably be done in about 10 minutes. They'll be done because they're cut into smaller pieces. They're not like a whole potato. Some people put quarters, some people put half potatoes. I like some to be a little smaller because I'm hoping that they a little bit fall apart. I like little pieces of potato. If you don't like that, do them all the same size and do them all fourths. And they'll all be big chunks of potato. I like my spoon, I've told you guys before, my spoon to hold a piece of meat and a piece of the potato. I usually like a little bit of each thing on my spoon. Not everybody likes that. I'm just a different kind of person. All right, let me say hi to my people. Welcome, everybody.
Say hello.
Hello,
What goes in after
Seth.
this, baby?
I love doing stuff in either Dutch oven. Oh, I know, girl. If I had a Dutch oven, I would be doing it in a Dutch oven. Miss Mo, welcome, love. Halloween, baby, welcome. T-Berry, welcome. Cheese, Seth, K-Brace. Peas are my girl. K-Brace, let me just tell you. Do you know why I don't like them?
Translucency. What goes next?
Okay, and once it's translucent, we're going to put about a tablespoon of each one.
What is that?
Tomato paste.
Yep.
And beef. It's basically a beef concentrate. Beef broth.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Or not beef broth. I'm sorry. It's a beef concentrate.
right.
And you're toasting it up. A lot of this right now is toasting and giving flavor. We're building our flavor from the bottom up. I don't like how they feel, and I know it's not. You guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but in my brain, they feel like a spider. So I don't eat them. I know,
Yeah,
you
I
guys.
like peas in my stew too.
We have a pressure cooker. And we've made this before in a pressure cooker. I've made it in a slow cooker. We'd go to like different events, or if we're going to be gone for the day, I'll start it up like that, and then I throw all the items in my slow cooker, and it gets done on its own. So if anybody's looking for a slow cooker, once this part's done, you can do all the you can transparent it or just throw your onions and celery and throw all your vegetables in. It's not going to taste the same. It will taste a little different because we're building flavors. The flavors get there in the slow cooker, but it's after 5 hours. You know what I mean? So your flavors are going to be there. It just takes a little bit longer. You definitely can't eat in the next 2 hours when it's in a slow cooker. But for the most part, okay, so
Okay.
that's where we got that. In our fire, we want to put medium heat.
Yep.
We're going to make sure,
We're toasted up.
yep. And then I am going to sprinkle a little bit more of what I had in here once I get that hot.
Little seasoned flour.
Yep, seasoned flour in there because I'm going to put broth and all of it's going to dissolve in a minute. So you can either do it right on your vegetables that he had, or put the paste in and then a little bit on here. Is that fire?
Yep, this fire going. It's on up there.
All right. This is probably again, this is the beginning that I seasoned that I put on my meat. So I'm not grabbing new flour. I use some of it for the meat. Then I'm going to put this on my vegetables. And some people use a different, like I said, they use packets to thicken it up. Mine is, I use it like a roux. So right now, Joe's cooking the flour off to get that roux, the rawness of that flavor of flour gone, and it'll be basically like a cooked roux. I'm gonna put a little more oil. If it looks a little dry, like to me, I think it looks dry right now. I want a little oil in it, maybe a teaspoon. Don't do a lot. But I want to get that flour that he put in there. See the difference? You're gonna hear it cook. And then when you get this, baby, yeah, I was just gonna say, let the stuff sit for a minute because you're not cooking it by moving it. You have to just let it sit for 1 second. Scrape all that off of there. See that stuff? That stuff is not getting. And then just angle it up, babe. So what you want to do, if you're not going to use, just kind of make sure that you're putting it on the bottom like that. There you go. That rubber spatula is just so flexible. It just like, just take your time.
Yep.
Yeah, good. That's what we want. See all the pieces, guys? All the stuff that was on the pan is now gone. It's in the mixture. Whether it's the flour mixture, the paste mixture, it's no longer. The pan is now a clean base. Okay? I'm going to grab the broth now. All right. And you can use a rubber spatula. A rubber, what am I trying to say? You can either use a whisk or you can use a spatula, but you do want to make sure you're getting all of these chunks of flour dissolved. Because if someone bites into a piece of celery or a piece of something, they're not going to be happy that it's a piece of glue. Glue meaning the flour and tomato mixture. So you want to blend this very well. Okay, aim it this way, baby. I'll turn this down. Okay. And this is where you start mixing this.
With what? What do you got there?
Just beef broth. That's what I said. We put our beef broth in. And I put a little beef broth now, and I'm going to put my meat in. And then I'm going to put the rest of the broth in. Only because I want the flour that's on my beef to also come off. Oh, is that one dissolved?
You're getting there.
You want to use the whisk? I do them separate only because I want to ensure. I don't want to have a bunch of meat in there with flour. Gentle, you're so rough. You want to make
How
sure.
men make stew.
You'll want to make sure the flour that was on the vegetables is dissolved off of it. You also want to make sure the flour that's on the meat is off of it. And if you can do it, throwing it all in together, then have at it. But I like to make sure that I'm, with certainty, I'm giving somebody a good product.
There.
Yes, yes, Joe, you do get
There you
it.
go. There's the gentleness.
That's exactly
That's
what
as
I
gentle
want.
as it gets.
Watch. Come in.
What?
Come in. And
What?
I'll put a little piece in.
There you go.
Oh, with not your finger
Oh.
like this. Just drop a little. Hold it.
How do you drop one in?
You just drop a little. Like you don't
Okay.
empty it. Okay. You just go like this. See, that's dissolving
That's how chicks do it.
carefully, and you're just kind of. Joe's like, "Come on, good, tell me, come on." Tell me I'm lying.
That's how real men make stew. Shit.
That's like a
right.
real stew.
You want the meat in there? Do we want meat in there?
I'm scared to say yes.
I'm gonna put it in.
Joe wants.
There we go.
Joe like.
On. There you go.
Yes, Joe, you do get it.
And we go.
Joe, you know what? When you say God, babe,
Now let the men take over.
when you say this tastes so good,
Yeah.
it's because it's made gently with
Oh.
love. I make my food with love, and I want every.
I think I don't need this anymore. I need the thing spatula back.
Okay, no. You just put a bunch of meat in. You're definitely gonna need that. You just gotta
Oh,
put
yeah?
more water. So see how thick it is, you guys? He's gonna need more liquid in it, because now the meat had the flour on it. Remember? So we're gonna be gentle. You're gonna want to take off the meat off of the flour off of the meat.
There we go. It's
No.
coming off there.
We're not looking for a whirlpool.
It's definitely coming off there.
Okay,
though.
wait, let me rephrase this. We're not looking for a tornado.
If you want to, I mean, that's 100% guaranteed. There ain't gonna be no
Don't
flour
burn
on
the
that
towel.
meat.
I know. I'm with you, Cheese. Joe is nuts, you guys. I tell you, you guys are like, oh,
I'm telling
look.
you, the guys out there will understand.
This is what Cheese is worried about, because that's what I'm worried about.
It's fine.
It's fine. Nothing to see here. You're too much, bro.
There you go. Come on.
You don't have to put your finger. Just
There
be
you go.
gentle.
It is gentle.
Say love.
I'm showing my gentleness.
And
I'm
you
showing my
guys-
gentle side.
Oh God! If you guys want to
I
add
just did that.
red wine to it, you guys can. This is where we don't do that. I've never done it, but I know some people do. Do what you do in your home. Don't feel the pressure to do what we do, because if I tell you guys to put it and you guys are like, well, I normally don't eat with like that, well then don't follow me. I can only lead
All
you so
right.
far, my loves.
Let's see how the taters are doing.
I love you guys being in here. Thank you. I literally are so.
They are.
And
Not quite 50% now.
Nope. And you do want to put your. And if you guys don't mind waiting like an hour because your husband's not going to be home or your kids aren't coming home yet, throw your potatoes in early and let it all just hang out together. I just like to do as much of it as I can before it's time, because I'm going to let it simmer right now. How much time do you think the potatoes need? Another 20 minutes probably?
No.
Okay, good. Then it's time. And remember, some of these potatoes are going to fall off of it, and that is what also thickens your stew, is the starch from the potatoes. Oops, I'm sorry.
Just gotta let them see what you're doing there with both hands.
I'm pulling these out of the heavens. No, I'm just kidding. This is going to get high. You put as much carrots as you want. Joe and I like our carrots a little firm when we bite into them, so that's why I make sure I do them a little bit bigger. If you guys don't like them like that, or you guys, you know what, do the matchstick ones. If you've got kids, do the matchstick ones, and then tell the kids to eat half of it or half of the bowl. You know what I mean? Like, most of the time the kids
Or
don't
keep
mind.
them big so they can pick them out of there if they don't.
Yeah, that's true too, babe.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. And then I have the one ear of corn. Again, these things are all different things that are going to give it starch. The starch in it, and that's another thing that you have to think about when you're adding your flour to it. Some people use cornstarch for their thickening agent. They use cornstarch and water, and they do it as a
Need
slurry.
more taters or no?
Look at it for you. What do you want?
You can take some taters.
And remember, guys, if you guys like your stew meat large, then do it. I'm a weirdo. I like a lot of my stuff to be the same size. But when you have this,
So I would get that up to a boil first, and then let it simmer.
yes, yep.
So crank it for a minute.
So I imagine I have my meat, and it just make sure this is what I try to do. Okay, I try to get my meat and I roll it around so that the meat, like this. That's what I'm doing when I'm doing this. I'm rolling my meat. I feel for a meat and I roll it around
Why?
because I'm gonna finish, cabron. Because I'm
You were
trying
pissed
to
on
get...
me about being, you want to massage the meat. Jeez. I could have been doing that already. It's already been massaged. It's been beaten down. I did that for you.
Joe, I'm gonna punch
Why
you.
the hell would you? They need more.
Why am I massaging?
Why do you want to do that? Why do they need more?
I'm gonna punch you.
After you get done just cranking on the meat over here,
Just-
then you want to just press on it and finish it off. Because it hasn't had enough yet.
Yo, shut up.
There you go, meat.
You
There
want to
go,
be
meat.
Joe? Just be gentle
Take
with
that.
the meat,
Take
okay?
that. No, now
And
you want
somehow,
me to be gentle.
I just don't want you to
All
take
right,
it.
pinky.
I don't want you to take that in the wrong way. If I tell you to massage the meat, I'm afraid what your brain is gonna say.
No, I get you. I understand.
I know. You look for opportunities to be vulgar. This is a family program.
Yes.
Ain't nobody need none of that.
I'm just saying, it's just mean to the meat.
Oh my God. First you wrote
What did that meat ever do to you?
up.
All right.
You guys, this is what I did today. I made homemade beans because I have a surprise for you guys. I'm going to make a tostada. A surprise. It's a breakfast tostada.
That's not a surprise anymore.
Yes, it is, Joe.
You just told them.
Well, it's kind of. I didn't really tell them what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to make a breakfast tostada. You will know. You will know. Running Bear, hola, Quirky. I know, Quirky. Men in general.
It is not high enough.
Oh my, yeah,
need
it's got to
to
be
bubble.
hot. Yep.
Bubble.
Yes, it's got to bubble. My little Pennywinkle, I love you, my little one.
We're going to beat you. We're going to squash you. Then we're going to boil you.
Yes, we are
Little
blessed. Taylor, in September, it was like 2 days before my birthday, we ended up getting, for our beginning monetization was our memberships and our super chats, which that was super, super exciting. I think for our first month we had a bunch of gifted memberships, and then a lot of them, obviously they went away after the gifted part went away. But then this part was like, oh my God, it's so exciting. It's just like,
We need some salt or anything?
yeah, please do.
Could use a little salt.
All right, hit it. And I'm gonna put, how about garlic? Because I want to add
Yeah,
garlic.
you can do some garlic.
So I would say what we added was 1 teaspoon though far, and obviously there's a big pot here. I'm gonna say go a second teaspoon in your liquid because you do have a lot of water in there. Okay, guys, you have a lot of liquid that you got to flavor. And
Yeah, just make sure you taste it.
yeah, absolutely.
Re-season.
Hey, Kimikaze. Oh my gosh, Penny, I made a loaded potato soup the other day, maybe about a month ago. I made a loaded potato soup with bacon. I don't think we put bacon. Maybe I didn't. I just
That's
put creamy
it
potato
right there.
soup.
That's beautiful.
We got the creamy enchilada, or the
So waiting
enchilada.
for it to boil.
Chicken enchilada soup is tomorrow. I had a mistake. I thought it was today. We have Liz's recipe tomorrow. She asked for it. We doing it.
Move it, you guys.
No, Running Bear, shut up.
Either
Joe,
way. you
where's
gotta go.
your eight?
What?
Yes,
You did what?
she said it.
What?
Oh my God,
What?
Joe, shut up. Yes, she said.
All right, we're waiting for that to boil. That's
Oh my
that's
God.
like dead air space, man. You need us. There we go.
What?
There's us. In a nutshell. There we go. Now
Hi,
she can
guys.
talk to you.
Stop it, you guys.
It's starting to boil.
Shut up.
What is that?
No, you're gonna die.
What happened?
You're gonna die.
What happened?
What do you think?
I don't know.
We're so close.
What is it? Get out of here.
I know we did.
Almost 1.1K. We're getting there. 1.1K. Jeez, oh,
That's
Pete.
so amazing.
It's like
That's freaking
it's like
amazing.
gangbusters.
That's freaking amazing.
It's like
it's amazing, you
It
guys.
is. That's crazy. I tell you what. We watched this number. We've been watching this for over a year. That number right there. And when we were at 150 or, you know,
It was
160,
a long road.
it would be like to get to 200, it was like 160, 162, 159. It's like, oh my God, people are, you know, it's like 157. And it's like, oh, and then it'd go up a little bit and it kept going back and forth, back and forth. Then we'd hit 300. And then we'd watch that go back down to 2 something. And it was like, oh my God, it was just.
You know, because honestly, I know I came from a creator. And I knew I had
400 and some odd videos after
I didn't want to
that.
use mentioning this person or mentioning this person, and it was a just a goal for me, for us to not bring this to drama. I don't care what community you're from. I don't care who your creator is, your favorite creator. I don't want this to be a place that has that. I want whoever wants to come here can come here. If anybody's up in the bushes, can come down. And you know what? I'm just grateful. I'm grateful because when I left that creator that I was with when I originally came, I lost 140 subs, you guys. And we were like,
Yeah, it took a hit on that.
we were like
But we were better
275.
off for it.
We were like 275, and I lost 150 subs because of that.
Yeah, that was a,
And
that was a
that
big
was just a
slap in the face on that one.
It was
But
shocking.
we're way better off. Way
it was
better off.
shocking. But look at we
Yeah,
like it was.
We made it. We're making it. We're making it.
I'm just so thankful. I'm so thankful. I mean, all I
cool.
wanted was somebody to come in and just give us a chance. Like, that's it. Just give us a chance. And I've just been like, you know what? I want to get the people organically. I want one. And if we lose 2, then we lose 2. But I want them to have, like, now we have 3 more. That's what I wanted. I wanted people that wanted to come. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful.
We are boiling. So now we're gonna put it down to a simmer.
Yes, bring it to a boil, down to a simmer. Joe makes soups all the time. When I met Joe, he was like, "This is what we do," and I'm like, "Bro."
So it's got it for a simmer.
Ooh.
I mean, if you don't know, boiling is like a rolling boil, like as everything's just moving around, and then the simmer is just kind of, just about like that, just moving. It's not rolling and moving violently. It's just kind of bubbling. And I'm going to turn it on just a little bit, but we don't want it to just sit there and do nothing. Then we're not really simmering. Okay, it's got to have some movement to it. It's got to be hot enough to have a few bubbles going on in there.
And if you want peas, you guys throw them in. Joe,
Yeah, I'm used to peas in there with growing up with stew, but you
We
know
had
what?
stew a lot
She
up
doesn't
in the
like
Midwest.
peas at all
I'm gonna put it in my tuna casserole though for you.
for me.
Up in the Midwest, you guys, we eat a lot of like casseroles and things that make you stay warm in the winter. It's hard to describe. It's just how we eat. It's just
Oh.
you have to just eat it. You don't like celery?
Is that good?
Yeah, it's celery with flavor.
Yeah, the broth is really nice. Really
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna say,
stewish.
and you guys, yes, obviously the meat will tenderize more. You can get the better cuts of meat, and it'll be tender right now. We got sirloin or like
Yeah, it's a sirloin roast.
a sirloin roast. So we used some for this, and we used some for the carne asada that we made last night. But that's what we did.
So this will help tenderize
for the
sure.
for the people that are just new on the channel. We usually use this like how do I explain it? We get something that we can use for a couple days. So if I buy like chicken breast, we'll probably have chicken on 1 or 2 of the days this week, or I'll freeze
Yeah,
it.
we made carne asada.
Yeah, we made carne asada last night, so we're doing this. It costed $8 for that chunk of meat, so we cut it in half. And last night, basically, it was $4 for that and $4 for tonight's.
Yep.
So that's just kind of what we do. Our channel is very much, we try to break down the cost of everything. These red potatoes we bought, we were supposed to cook something else about a month ago or 3 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And these 4 red potatoes cost 79 cents. They must have been $1 a pound or 99 cents a pound because it was just under a pound. And then the 1 ear of corn was 50 cents.
Yeah.
So I would say the pot of meat itself was $4. Then the potatoes costed 78 cents. The ear of corn was 50 cents. What else did we put in it? So basically, it was maybe a $5-6 pot of beef stew, and you're gonna have your
Yeah, you're gonna have.
you're gonna
you
have
feed,
at least your family to eat for tonight, and maybe
family 4 with seconds.
yeah. I mean, honestly, you guys, I try to think of it like I had a son who wrestled. He was a hearty eater. He wasn't a heavyweight wrestler. He was just a, I mean, he was a heavyweight wrestler, but he was a lean kid. And then I had a daughter. Like, we was a family of 4 when we ate. We had a different life. When Joe was working at a company, we had a different life. But I still cut corners. I still watched our pennies. I wanted to. We went on cruises, but I wasn't going to take money out of whatever. I set money aside from how much I would save things. I didn't coupon clip. I mean, some people coupon clip. I just watched our money, what we could buy things on sale. If we could buy things on sale, we bought it. If
What are you doing down here,
it
Derek?
wasn't on sale, we didn't need it.
Good.
So I mean, honestly,
Come on.
it's just what I know. My son and my daughter will be like, "Mom, you'll be so proud of me," and I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "Oh, because I bought this and this was the regular price and it was on sale for this." But then when I scanned it, it was actually a couple more dollars cheaper. Or my son will call me and be like, "Hey, I went to get this done and they were telling me that they didn't know that they had it like that, or it shouldn't have been like that." And my son was like, "Well, you have it advertised for that price." And that place is like, "Oh, you're right. Yep, you're right. We'll give it to you for that price." I mean, for me, I try to do things that are going to be, they will need. Because my daughter went to college. Trust me, my daughter was always counting coins in college. But you know what I mean? It's not about if you have money, because everybody has money, what they need to buy and spend everything. It's about using your money for what you want to use it for. You know what I mean? You want to be able to use your money that you're saving for this. Why are you going to pay extra money on that? Like when we bought our truck, we said we want all these things on it. We're just going to buy it a couple years older because it's not going to, it literally only had 30,000 miles, but we still said it doesn't matter. We could, but I want to do this. Like, have the option for yourself to say, you know what, now we can go out for dessert. Now we can go out and watch a movie. I could have gone out to dinner, but I cooked at home. We saved the money. We'll grab ice cream on the way. Maybe you guys will go and grab ice cream, bring it home, and you guys, I mean, we liked doing that. Anything that we can do to like the kids be a basic thing. Well, you guys saw we had those red baskets before. We had them with our kids. We made hot dogs at home. They thought it was the greatest thing ever. Mittens called frugal. Yes, you are right. That is 1,000%. Being frugal is an option. It doesn't have to be about like, I'm tight, I want to live like this. No, I'm frugal. I'm smart.
But we eat well.
I mean, that's the thing is like,
We good.
that's the thing is when push came to shove, we knew what to do because we had already been doing it. You know what I mean? Like we knew how to make $1 stretch because we had been doing it. Hey, Bell. Okay, you guys, I'm going to say hi to at least 3/4 of my chat because y'all have been here and it's just rude of me not to. How's that looking?
It's getting there. Potatoes are not done, so.
Good. Once you're ready, I'll probably do another 10 minutes. I like it to not go over an hour.
Yeah.
But I want this broth to thicken up so they can see it. It's a little,
It's getting there.
yep, it's a little.
It's getting thick.
And you guys, this is just based on the flour that I put on it. You are welcomed to get about a tablespoon of cornstarch and a tablespoon of water, and it will make a slurry.
Yeah. If your potatoes are already done,
Yes.
then it's too liquidy, then I would.
Then and you could do that. I mean, if you guys are going, hey, we don't have time to wait for this, do it by all means.
Yeah.
But I don't mind waiting. It thickens up. Obviously, the potatoes start. The stuff off of the potatoes start coming off, and it thickens it too. The
starch.
Yes, and then the starch in the corn, the starch in the potatoes, and the flour and water. It just gets thicker and thicker. I don't like using the packets of the Lipton. I don't like using. I put enough of my salt. I want to know what I'm putting in it. I've just never been a fan of those. I want to control the flavors on it. So I'm gonna talk to you guys. Okay, Daddy, I never got my water. I got it. Hold on. Oh my God, you guys! Nobody told us.
Oh man.
Joseph.
Hello.
I'm sorry. We both say sorry. I'm sorry, you guys. We didn't even do it. You guys were probably screaming at us and finally said, forget it. They're not listening. My grandfather fed 5 kids on a very yes. You know what? That's funny because my dad was the same way. My dad would just, I think it's because they've lived through the tough times that's what I told Joe. He goes, every time I think we don't have anything in the kitchen, you come out and you have made a whole dinner. And I was like, because I've seen my mom stretch things. I know that she has like the little insights on how to make things go, like the enchilada sauce, the enchilada soup tomorrow. I said, Joe, do you want to buy the enchilada soup? And he goes, or the sauce? And he goes, why? You know how to make it. Why would we buy it? And I'm like, you know what? $1.09. I'm not going to pay it. You guys tomorrow, if you want to make it along with us, you can get that enchilada and make it yourself. Buy that can of soup. I'm going to make my enchilada sauce. I have a video on it. It's probably takes 5 minutes to make. Burke's Bunch. Learn how to make the enchilada soup or enchilada sauce in order for her Mexican pizza lasagna. She said, Berkey, was it an easy? You just fry your oil and flour. Once it's cooked for about 3 to 5 minutes, add your broth in it, add some chili powder, add some tomato sauce to it, garlic powder, onion powder, chili powder. You're done. You have enchilada sauce. And you can get your corn tortillas. The video you guys saw me make, easy. Yes. You know what? Not only is it pre-made, is like you made it, it's quicker, yeah, when you buy it at the grocery store. But at the end of the day, it's probably not even going to taste as good as yours would have been. So was it worth it? Like that $10, $20? Or what if you guys don't even have it? Like I showed you guys how to make wonton wrappers, you guys. We rolled them out. We made the filling. You had wontons at home and didn't even have to leave your house. From the dipping sauce to the wrapper and to the wonton filling. Done. All you guys had to buy that you probably didn't have was maybe the crab meat, which is artificial or real, and cream cheese. Some people have cream cheese all the time, but we did it all. Flour and water was our little base. I went to 3 different culinary schools, but learned more from my girlfriend's mother. And we'll eat this. There you go, Cheese. Our son is an instructor at a culinary school. It's a huge compliment. It really is. He learned a little bit. Then after that, he had to come in for a what's it called? Saj.
Yeah, Saj.
A Saj, where you go in to see what you can cook, and they see if they want you to come cook for them. And the blessing that my son was offered. And then they asked him if he was interested. You guys, after 2 months, they asked him if he was interested in being on their traveling team, which means he's going to travel the country. You guys, this is the son who made bad decisions when he was younger. My son, like, it matters. It matters. I can't tell you guys enough. It matters to stick with them. He was making crazy decisions when he was younger. Now he's traveling on his employer's dime to teach the places how to cook. It's hard. It's hard, but we do it. Oh, come on, Cheese. Good for you.
Went to culinary school?
Yep, he went to the Culinary Institute of America.
Well, now we got another critic out there.
Yeah, we love it. My brother is too. My brother went to school for culinary. My brother learned since he was 14. He worked in restaurants, so now he's an executive chef. Well, our son is actually trained.
Some of our lingo is not right. Some of our methods are not right.
Jeez, we're not good like you.
we still.
What is that called? We faking it till we making it.
Right.
I'm just kidding. It's okay.
It's all good.
Heck yeah. You know what? The important thing is that, Cheese, you're enjoying it. And you know what? I love that I cook with my heart. I love that I show people how to cook with their heart. Taste it. Do what you want in your home. And then you're going to give your daughter. Do you know, you guys, I've gotten probably close to 20 emails, whether messages, comments, emails, that have said, you've got me back in the kitchen again. I'm going to start crying. You've gotten me back in the kitchen. I know, but it's so sad. You've got me back in the kitchen again. My daughter's coming home. We're going to be cooking this weekend. My husband and I cooked this weekend. We've never cooked together. Like, do you understand? Like, literally, I was in tears. People saying that. Because you know why, you guys?
2 minutes.
Because we were. Hey, Salty, welcome in. You know why, you guys? Because I knew that the Lord had a plan for us when we were at our church, and when we moved, we left our leadership role, and we knew that there was a bigger place for us that He wanted us to be. And it was just like a confirmation, like bringing couples together, bringing families together. For us, it was just it was confirmation. It was that this is what we were supposed to do. Would we have ever started my channel if we lived in Michigan? Probably not. We were so consumed with leaders. I mean, leadership is a lot. I mean, you stay up on your training, your classes, your everything. I'm giving Bible study. I'm giving a lot of studies. Just that's what I'm just trying to say. Your time is always occupied with something. And to have the time, we had the time once we left. And once we left is when we actually saw the time to go to a channel. And I mean, I can't describe it to you. The coming over here, the finding the channel. Yes, my girlfriend pushed me, literally pushed me and said, "You're doing it, man. You're starting your channel whether you like it or not." And I was like, dude, I don't know if I can. I mean, it's brutal. It's brutal. YouTube's brutal. I don't care who says what. YouTube's brutal. And look at us a year later. Penny, I bet mine did too. Had to do what you back then.
Just about there, babe.
Come on, we're ready for this. Madre, you're still here? Try me, bitch. Hi, guys. I love you. I love that name. I mean, I just feel so like, I feel like a rebel when I say your name.
All right, I think we're done.
Come on, we're good.
Need a bowl?
Oh my God.
What?
Just go away.
Oh my God.
No, you're going to crap on yourself.
Not on camera.
Yes.
Oh man. 1.09.
You guys, look at.
You want them in a cup in our Mama
Our
Bear
new
and Mama?
ones. Our new ones. Our new bowls.
Oh, yeah.
You guys, is that the most exciting thing ever? We're gonna tink.
Crazy.
We got 1 minute to get out of here with the tink, you guys. That's amazing. I love you guys so much. I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm so grateful for you guys. I swear to you.
There's no crying.
Shut up, Joe. I can cry if I want to. Who's he to tell me I can't cry? Halloween, baby, tell him I can cry. Jeez. We're gonna tink, you guys. Penny, I love you.
Our empire was built on the tears of their ancestors.
Yes.
That'd be us.
You are 1,000% correct, Penny. That is correct.
All right.
That is correct.
Give me a bowl.
I'm a very protective. Jeez. You guys, get it ready. Oh my gosh. And you guys don't have to do corn if you don't like corn, guys. Thank you, Salty. You don't, oops. Apparently that's it. Oh, I think I have your spoon.
You want that one? It's a bigger one.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you don't want the corn, you guys, do without the corn. Potatoes. You don't have to make them in square shape. You can do it any shape you guys want. And if you want it over rice and potatoes, apparently that's a thing. Oh, the meat looks good.
Yeah, we're going to let it simmer and get a little thicker yet.
Yep. I'll post a
This is
picture.
good. Taters are done, but you can go.
Your meat,
Get thicker.
the longer your meat, the better. Obviously, I wasn't going to be able to let it stew for an hour and a half because I want to do things with you guys. So we're going to taste the meat and the potato, and we're going to tink with you guys.
Meat and potato.
Oh.
There we go. You gotta get them up there. Get them up.
Oh, we want them up on top.
Yep, a little up top.
Here we go, guys.
All right. Tink, tink,
Tink,
tink, tink. Yum.
tink.
Tink.
Hot. That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
You want your gravy or the soup to taste good enough that even if it doesn't have the meat or the potato on it, you still have a good flavor.
Yeah, this is gonna simmer for another 45 minutes, man. And then the meat will be nice and just fall
Simmer
apart.
your meat. Don't try to make it in. If you want to do a pressure cooker or a slow cooker, let it go for 3 or 4 hours. Sparklet
Pressure
Jackie,
cooker,
hello,
pressure
my
cooker.
baby.
Pressure cooker will get
Steph.
done in no time.
I love you guys. It is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm glad you guys, but whatever you guys do, don't try to get it done in a half hour, an hour.
Look,
This is definitely needs to
It's
sit.
gonna be a little bit, but the flavors are there. The meat's gonna be super tender. It's not bad right now for a sirloin roast. That's pretty good for right now.
Just remember, give it time to thicken up.
Yeah.
Bring it to a boil, simmer it. Those are the
Yeah.
key things. Bring it to a boil,
Yeah,
a
let that-
raging boil.
Take a piece of meat out, chew on it, see if
Yes.
it's done.
And then if you want to put your potatoes in there raw and let it go for the whole time, you guys, let it do that. But it doesn't have to. I do my carrots like this, so they're all, see, like, this is why I do the things the size I do. Because I want everything on my bowl or on my spoon. Just, that's me. If you want your meat the size of a block, like, if you want your meat that big, do it. Do what you want in your home. This is what I like. I like it all to fit on my bowl. I mean, on my spoon, because to me, my OCD kicks in and I want to have the flavor of all of it together. Okay. All right. Let's get out of here. We love you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What's 1 hour, 57 minutes. Be blessed, you guys. Share us, subscribe, and set your notifications on. We'll be back tomorrow. We love you guys. Yes, a slow cooker. I usually do mine in the slow cooker or the pressure cooker. They both work. I love you guys. Thank you again for all of my mods for helping for last night. All of my subs, everybody for being in here. You guys are all a blessing to us. Honestly, we would not be here. We would not be at our 1,000, almost at 1,100, because it's because of you guys. It truly is.
Hell yeah.
If you're able to share us, thank you, thank you. Please share us if you can. I may do a live or just make a breakfast tostada. It's got chorizo and it's got a tostada shell. I'll give you some ideas of what it is. Okay, tomorrow we make Liz's enchilada soup. Be blessed, everybody. I love you guys. Adios, amigos. Be blessed. Share, turn your notifications on. And if you can, please let somebody know that there's a good cooking channel. Just kidding. Oh my God. They both go like that. All right, be blessed,
We're
guys.
stupid.
If you're able to bless us on Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, thank you. If you can't, please hit the like on your way out. We will take that. Hit the like on your way out. We would be more than happy for that.
Absolutely.
Thank you again. You guys
Thank
are
you,
an
guys.
absolute blessing.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Joe. Oh my God.
I had to do it.
Bye,
I
guys.
wasn't able to do it the whole stream.
It's too much.